art of pushing through a battlefield with only your laptop in hand. We'll call it office politics. You can see on this battlefield the Scrum Master, a leader without any official authority, the person people listen to when they feel like it, but takes all the blames when things go wrong. When things go awry, it's all on them. Are you one? Congratulations! This is what you should look forward to. But don't worry, even if you're leading without authority, it isn't impossible, because an impossible thing is finishing a sprint without any kind of blocker. Without further ado, let's break it down. Let's figure it out. So it's no problem if you have no title. You're still a Scrum Master if you're doing those accountabilities. You're like a lighthouse, silent but always there to guide. The thing that you have to master is to manage without micromanaging or being a know-it-all. You're not here to dictate, you're here to facilitate. You don't get to tell anyone what to do, even though you probably sometimes really want to. But you can try to make them realize that your help is needed after all in the long run. You may have heard a saying once where someone said, "Coffee makes the world go round." You're probably thinking, why I said that? Well, it's because coffee can be one of those things to amp up your influence. People listen to someone who can network. Knowing the best coffee shop around can be your social lubricant and your secret starter to creating a conversation with your colleagues. This is where your influence starts. So invite some of your team for a great cup of coffee and chat away. Or if you don't do coffee, whatever it is you do in the morning, invite them over. Bring them to a soda shop if you need to. Figure out what's going on. Let's change gears a little bit. Picture this. You're at a daily scrum, and Bob from marketing just killed another great idea from the dev team because he's in a mood. Your response. Channel your inner diplomat, minus the awkward handshakes. You need to manage personalities and priorities and make sure no one walks away feeling their personality was attacked. Smoothly shift the conversation, appeal to the common goal, which is getting the sprint done, and the cool-headed glue that holds the team together. Remember, you're not the team's parent, but you're more like a slightly passive-aggressive older sibling who just happens to have the best advice when we need it the most, right? So there's a lot going on here. I think the key is to keep everything real. When you're navigating office politics, authenticity is the key. But that doesn't mean you should be brutally honest at 2 a.m. in an email. Be honest, but not in the "I'm having a terrible week and I need to get this off my chest" kind of way. That's where people start to tune out. That's what makes others want to. That's what makes others want to freak and not be part of whatever it is you're doing. You want to be the person who can call out an issue in a way that makes others still want to work with you, not against you. Frame those issues around the team's goals and around what their needs are. That's going to give you a more positive, lasting effect. People will rally behind you when you talk about what's best for the project, not when you're pointing fingers at having personal grievances like, "We're all doomed unless someone starts fixing those JIRA tickets." That isn't going to get anyone excited. That's just going to make people upset. Instead, focus on how you can work together to get to the goal that you're trying to get to. You need to understand that this is all, I'll say it this way. Let's be real. Every office has someone who loves to play what I call the power game. Maybe it's Karen from HR, who never fails to remind you that she's been with the company for 12 years. 12 years, 3 weeks, 6 days, 14 hours, and 12 minutes. She would know. Yes? Or Dave, the developer, who thinks he's the only one who knows what Agile really means. "I know what Agile really means because I was personally trained and mentored by Ken Schwaber." I really was. That's kind of scary. The Scrum Master's role? To work around them without causing an office-wide mutiny. We don't need a mutiny on the bounty. As a Scrum Master, your job is to manage egos, avoid the mini power trips, and make everyone feel heard without giving anyone a satisfaction of winning, because it's not about winning. But here's the real secret. In the end, people do love recognition. As a Scrum Master, you can't give out raises or promotions. That's a human resource thing, and you don't want to get on Karen's bad side anyway. But you can celebrate the small wins. You can figure out ways to acknowledge improvements in team dynamics. Shout out that one developer is always fixing the blockers and making sure the team knows that they're moving in the right direction and they're doing great. People respect you more if they know you appreciate their efforts, and it makes navigating office politics a bit easier when everyone's on the same page. In your case, that's a diplomacy HQ. Office politics don't go away after the daily scrum. No, they sneak up on you again during the sprint retrospective when everyone gathers to air their grievances in a constructive way, of course. And this is where your diplomatic skills are most needed. Don't let this turn into a blame game. Instead, turn it into a space for reflection and continual improvement. Keep it lighthearted, but focused on how the team can improve, not who made the biggest or only mistake. In the end, being a Scrum Master is just a whirlwind of office politics. It's like juggling flaming swords while riding a unicycle. It's tricky, it's chaotic, but with the right balance, you can make it look effortless. The key is influence, not control. Like a magician who pulls rabbits out of their hat without anyone noticing a sleight of hand. You're there to guide, to nudge, to make sure the team isn't tripping over their own feet. Master the delicate dance of diplomacy, timing, and good humor, and you win the respect of your entire team and navigate the office politics without even breaking a sweat. Because who wants to sweat anyway? Sweating's nasty. That's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have a topic you want us to discuss, learn more at AgileDad.com. We'd love to hear from you. And as always, we encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. Until next time, do take care. Bye now.